Hey guys, let's talk about tonight's episode of Arrow. But first, I want to give a shout out to my Jays. What a victory tonight. Oh my God, down 2-0, and they came back and they won it. Oh, what a great night for sports. Okay, so Arrow. Well, I kind of like this episode. It wasn't my favorite, but what I did like is that we're sort of getting the side effects of the Lazarus Pit. So we're starting to see Thea she's been raging out a little bit in the last couple of episodes, and her brother obviously called her out on it last week, wondering if she was okay, and she really displayed some troubling things in this episode when she was doing her fighting skills, which are quite good, I must say. But then she was taking it a little too far, and she broke one guy's arm. She set another man on fire. So, of course, Oliver is very worried about her. And he never explained to her what the Lazarus Pit did or could possibly do. And he was warned about this, that if you put somebody in the pit, they might not turn out as the person that they were before all this happened. So I think we're starting to get a little sense of what Thea can potentially turn into. And it's not going to be good. But I don't mind it. We also had Felicity going back to work at Palmer's company, and she's trying to assert herself there at the company and with all the shareholders, but she's getting off to a little bit of a rocky start. Looks like she's gonna have to fire a bunch of people, but she meets this one guy that's on the that's employed there, and he tells her about an algorithm that he had that was supposed to help people make money, but now it's turned out that it's going to be used to fire people, but then she hires him back. So it looks like he's going to come up with some new technology, something that's going to advance the company and get them out of the black, which they're in right now. So that storyline was okay. It was fine. It wasn't really my favorite for this episode. I think for me, more was seeing Thea, and I actually am really liking Thea and Laurel and that relationship. And I like that, it's sort of a younger sister, older sister relationship that's going on there. Obviously, we know that Laurel lost her sister, and so I think that she's obviously looking out for Thea. And I like that scene with Thea when, Oliver tries to question her about her tactics, and she says, you don't have the right. You left me for 6 months, and now you don't get to come back and judge who I've turned into. I mean, yes, he can be a little concerned, but that's right. He took off and was playing housemaker with his girlfriend there, Felicity. So, he doesn't really have much of a leg to stand on. So we also had Laurel talking with Diggle in this episode because she's a little concerned about him as well, because he's been a little bit distant, and obviously what's on his mind is referring to the Hive, HIVE, this organization that we all know his brother was a part of or had something to do with his death. And so I'm sure that this is going to start to play more into Diggle's storyline coming up. So, interested to see where that goes. And then, of course, Lance is still, not happy with Oliver, and he thinks that Oliver is the one who set fire to this one guy. So, Lance has sort of been singing the same tune for quite a while. Yes, he's devastated. He lost his daughter, and now he's lost his other daughter to this organization, and he just doesn't trust Oliver anymore. So any second he can to try to throw shade on Oliver, he's going to do it. And of course, we got a little bit more of Damien Dark in this episode, and he was trying to take out, or the mayor. We were seeing a friend of Oliver's mom from years past, and she was trying to run for mayor, but that didn't work out very well. So now it looks like Oliver is going to try to run for mayor, and that should be interesting because he's like, there's one thing that the Green Arrow can't do, and that's give the city hope, and he can't do things in the light. Everything has to be in the dark. So Oliver's now going to try to make a run for mayor, and I guess he's going to try to save the city in a way that he can do it openly and in front of people of his city. And then at the end, we had Laurel telling Oliver that he was going to take Thea away for a spa weekend, but really they're going to Nanda Parbat. And, she's going to try to get answers by the league as to what's going on with Thea. And then it looks like she has dug up her sister, and she's going to take her back to the Lazarus Pit. And we all know that sorry, we all know that Laurel's sister is going to end up on this spin-off series. I think it's Legends of Tomorrow. And so that's going to be very interesting. Obviously, the Lazarus Pit is going to work. It's going to bring her back. And we don't know what kind of Sarah we're going to get, but I think that this is obviously going to be how she ends up on this new series, which I'm super, super excited for. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you thought of this week's episode. Not as big of an episode for me. We had some flashbacks to the island again. They were fine. Nothing very noteworthy, I guess. But, Oliver has a new haircut on the island, so that's good. No more bad wigs. Terrible. All right, guys, let me know what you thought of this week's episode. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.